If you get anywhere even close to Woodward Avenue this weekend, you're going to know because you will hear it. Dream cruisers headed up and down Woodward with their classic treasures. But the older the cars get, the older the people who fix them get. It's a conundrum that's not easily fixed. But Paula Tutman found a young man carrying on the family name by diving into history and preserving it in the way of keeping classic cars running.
We all know that Dream Cruise is a time where we get together by the thousands to revel in the artistry and the mystique of classic cars. But of course, there was a time these classic cars weren't classics at all. These relics were really just the cars, with feats of modern technology and comfort. Today's vehicles have very different technology. They have robotics and computers. They talk to you.
What would you like?
And listen. Sort of. Without question, the future of the automobile industry is upon us. Some beauty under this hood. Which begs the question, if we're a state that brags about being at the center of the automobile universe and we're micro-focused on the future, well, who's got their eye on the past?
This used to be an engine for a 1928 Packard.
The people who work on our beloved classic cars have become classics themselves. The machinery of those old Studebakers, Plymouths, and yes, Packards. Those beauties that grace the Dream Cruise that have outlasted the car companies themselves are a vanishing breed. And without youngsters breathing air into the dying art and ability to fix old cars, the inevitable is inevitable.
They'll become just museum pieces.
Not the quietest thing. It should be done in a second.
Meet Ethan Jackson, an 18-year-old third-generation mechanic who fixes historic relics at the Packard Proving Grounds in Shelby Township. But he's not just some teenager working on old cars. He's the embodiment of a new breed, hatched from the likes of dinosaurs.
You know if we have any rebuild kits?
Old cars are etched into his very DNA.
So if you have a relative that you think worked at Packard, you look his name up, so it's all in there.
This is actually him right here.
No way.
Duda R. So this would be Duda, his last name, R for Raymond, his first name. You got the dates and then this phone number for his department. My great-grandfather worked for Packard Motor Car Company on Grand Boulevard. My grandfather kind of followed suit. He worked for Chrysler for multiple years.
He understands and loves what cars were. And so on his way to studying to become an attorney, he's picked up the mantle of his great-grandfather, Raymond Duda, one of the original mechanics for the Packard brand.
These cars are a little different. They weren't built for speed. They were built for luxury. They were very well-built cars. They were ahead of their time and everything, and it's quite astounding to see how well they lasted.
While people his age are boldly going into the future, Ethan is comfortable nestled in the seat of history. Working on cars built before the 70s, everything he fixes predates him by a minimum of 30 years. And he loves it. And them.
So this just needs to be tightened up, right? He's got all the internal set on this one?
His great-grandfather worked on cars before World War II, plane engines during the war, and back on cars after the war. But the cars have lasted, and Ethan loves being part of the legacy. Before unpacking his tools, he dons his great-grandfather's service ring and channels him.
His hands might have touched one of these cars going down the assembly line. He may have worked on designing this engine or something that I'm looking at right now. My great-grandfather, who I never met, could have worked on many, many years ago.
Raymond's son Martin picked up the mantle and worked for Chrysler in the 60s. But the car bug skipped a generation, but landed back on Ethan. And if you think your classic car is valuable, imagine being an 18-year-old mechanic who fixes these things.
There aren't very many of us left that are interested in it. And I'm from another generation, a couple generations ago. But you know, there is a hardcore of us that do it, and we're just thrilled to have Ethan.
If we don't get into it, and if more people don't learn it, and more people don't get involved, then you're not going to see them on the road anymore. They're going to end up in garages and forgotten about. And these beautiful works of art that we're going to see at car shows at Woodward coming up, they won't be around.
Paula Tutman, Local 4.